JC Stewart, thank you so much for popping in again. Where have you been since the last time we chatted?
Absolutely nowhere. Right here, probably the same place I was when we last chatted. I mean, yeah, no, I've been, what have I done? I was making an EP last time we talked about, so I put that out. I went to Ireland for like 4 days and I'm back in London, just, locking down.
Well, look, we need to talk about important matters here, and we need to talk about Break My Heart. I mean, what more can I say than the fact that it is incredible, JC Stewart?
Thank you very much.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's I sort of did it over lockdown. I wrote it with a few friends of mine, one of whom is Niall Horan, which is ridiculous. It's very strange for me still to say that I've written a song with Niall Horan and released it, and he's doing the backing vocals, which I completely forgot about until I put it online, and then my Twitter suddenly exploded with, is that Niall Horan in the backing vocals? I'm like, oh, I don't know if anybody remembered about that, but here we are. But yeah, it's a song about falling in love, realizing it's a terrible idea, then ruining said city for you. It's kind of like a holiday romance vibe, trying to run away, not being able to run away, begging to be let go. It's one of those. It's one of those, really.
You name dropped a certain Irish fellow friend, Mr. Niall Horan. Is he as awful as I imagine he is?
Oh, he's shocking. He's just demanding, massive ego. Yeah, he is honestly one of the nicest guys in music and super talented, such an amazing writer as well, which I don't think is something that probably people have talked about that much before. But yeah, it was an honor. We were both working with the same producer at the time, and it just happened. It wasn't even that well orchestrated. It just by the end of the song, I'm like, did we just write a song together? It's kind of it was really fun. It was weird doing it over email, not in person, but yeah, it was great.
Well, have you actually met him in real life?
Yeah, we found out loads. Weird. I used to live with one of his best friends, so it's kind of just an amalgamation of I used to come home sometimes and Niall would just be sitting eating beans in the kitchen. I'm like, cool. That's a day.
Breaking news, everyone. Niall likes baked beans in a kitchen. There you go.
Yeah, so we lived in the grottiest flat as well, and I'm like, surely you have nicer places to be. This is not the one.
But isn't it cool that one day he's writing songs and hanging out with Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, and the next day you're WhatsApping, Zooming, hanging out, writing a song as well? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm his charity work. It makes him feel good for the year. He's like, I've helped JC out today. Yeah, I feel good about myself now.
Let's talk about the music video, because I've got to say, you look kind of lonely up there, but it's really cool. What was that like?
I was freezing. Honestly, that's my overwhelming memory. It was freezing. No, it was an amazing day. I got some lovely sort of elderly gentleman brought his sort of 1950 Ford, I can't remember the car, a Ford car, and he brought that with him. And he just there's a hill, and he's like, go for it, whatever you want to do. But the guy filming it had just filmed Fast and Furious. He's like, start ripping it. And I'm like, I'm a 20-something-year-old Irish guy in a field with a car. What do you expect me to do? I was wellying that thing around there. Poor girl beside me, just met her, terrified, holding on for dear life. And then we drove it up to the cliffs, and luckily the sunset was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen, and we couldn't really have planned it. And yeah, it all just looked great.
I mean, the last time I saw you were with 220 Kid. Are you missing him? Because you became bros, didn't you? Yeah, we're hopefully going to see each other soon. There's been a lot of DMing. We fell out the other day because, Niall tweeted about me, so I had more Twitter followers than I'd had before, and he said, don't forget about me. And I just said, who are you? And he got he's like, we're not friends anymore. So now he texts my manager to text me things. He's like, would you mind telling my former friend JC that we're doing this today? And so that's how the relationship's turned out. I hope we can make it up again and work together again. But it's hit a sour note. Oh wow! So that's an exclusive right here. That you're frenemies now. 220 Kid JC Stewart feud, the feud that nobody asked for. This is nearly as good as Bieber and Tom Cruise. It's equally high profile, I think, yes. But good news is, if you do love JC Stewart and you do love 220 Kids, you are performing on our fresh 2021 Spotlight right now, and you did it in Ali Pali, didn't you? That was amazing. That was a really special day, and because 220 Kids band are actually two of my best mates from Northern Ireland. So I kind of hooked everybody up together. And so me and the drummer especially, we've been playing in pubs in Belfast since I was 17, 18.
And we played literally to people who didn't care for years and years and years. And then we were kind of there in Ali Pali looking at each other being like, this is really cool. We've done something here. This is class. So that was a really lovely day, actually.